If a guy is ignoring you, it's a horrible feeling. It happens very often in all kinds of relationships. And today I'm going to tell you how you can stop it and what you need to do. Hi ladies, my name is Ieva Bereisaite and welcome to today's video. I am one of Greta's high value women coaches, and today I'm going to be telling you 2 things that you can do so he does not ignore you anymore. Also, I'm going to be giving you a big bonus at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned to get that bonus tip because you do not want to miss out on it. Before we jump into tip number 1, make sure that you check out Greta's self-awareness test to find out if you are a woman of high value or if you're a woman of low value, and you can find that awesome self-awareness test in the description section below. I'm also wearing one of Greta's t-shirts, Chase Goals Not Drama. If you want to get your hands on a t-shirt or a hoodie, then make sure you look at her shop in the description section below. I'm sure you will find something you absolutely love. So ignoring means he is not giving you the attention that he has been giving you in the start of the relationship. This is what I mean by the word ignoring when I talk about it in dating terms. When a man, for example, just simply ignores you when you guys are on a date by just not answering a question that you have maybe asked, that is just rude and inappropriate, and no one should go on a second date with a person like that who is really being rude or doesn't even look at you or answer your questions, okay? So that's that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when a guy is ignoring you in the dating or actually the real relationship stage, when he doesn't give you that attention, right? When he might not reply, might distance yourself. That's what we're going to be discussing today. There can be multiple reasons why a man does not give you that attention or why he is ignoring you. However, from my experience, it can really be broken down into 2 main categories. And those are he is either busy or you have been acting low value. And again, let me define what I mean by acting low value. By low value, I mean if you have been acting needy by reaching out first, or giving him compliments first, asking for attention, begging in a way, pursuing, putting him on a pedestal, talking about where the relationship is going, or doing any of those things. If you have slept with him early on, if you have been going on spontaneous dates all of the time and jumping to his needs the last minute, if any of this sounds familiar to you, this is really low value behavior. And if you have done any of this, this can really be a reason why the guy is ignoring you. The other reason that I mentioned is that the guy might simply be really busy with his life right now. He might not necessarily be ignoring you. He might just not have that much time and have completely different things on his mind. When men are stressed out, when they have a lot going on, they do tend to pull away so that they can solve their problems on their own. For whatever reason, he is ignoring you. So if it's either reason 1 or 2 of him being busy or you have acted low value, the tips that I'm going to be mentioning can be used in both situations, okay? I'm also going to be telling you what not to do under any circumstances if he is ignoring you. I'm going to be going super into detail in this video, so do listen up. So the first thing that you can do is to take the attention off of him. It's definitely not a nice feeling to be ignored, and it is not something that should be happening often. Because when it happens often, or when it happens anyway, we will automatically start asking ourselves, did we do anything wrong? Is it our fault? Does he not love me anymore, maybe? These ideas can pop up for women who are low value or for women who have started on their high value journey. Those insecurities about the relationship or about ourselves might pop into our heads when the guy starts ignoring us. This is a state of stress and anxiety that is not good for us. It really isn't. And that is a very important point to keep in mind. It's not a healthy state to be in. And when you do find yourself in that anxious or nervous or insecure state in your relationship, then take the attention off of him. Instead, remember that this could actually even be a test. And I will link a video up above and in the description section of how men test women. So make sure you check that out, because I talk a lot about how men distance themselves to test women. So again, this interlinks with this topic as well, so check out that video. Take the attention off of him and put it back onto your everyday life. The best thing that you can do when a man ignores you is to mirror his actions. This is super, super important, and it is extremely helpful. If you feel like he is ignoring you or giving you less attention, simply do the same. Mirror his actions. So if you feel like he is ignoring you, mirror his actions by focusing on yourself, and men will definitely start noticing this. They will pick up on it very quickly because they are not used to this type of action. What mostly happens is when a man ignores a woman, the woman will start being needy and nervous and start questioning herself. And she will start pursuing the guy. This is what most men are used to. She will start questioning the relationship. So don't be that way. Instead, literally start mirroring his actions and concentrate on your life, right? If he's not giving you that attention, he's not giving you that attention. It does not mean that you have to start pursuing him, reaching out to him, because if you do that, you will push him further away. Men are very used to women freaking out because a lot of women are, and men, but in this case, women don't have their emotions under control. So they'll start asking, are you angry at me? Did I do something wrong? Is it my fault? Why are you ignoring me? Do you not love me anymore? All of these things are super, super, super low value. So make sure that you don't do any of these things. If you don't do this, it will show a lot of confidence and a lot of strength on your side. The second thing that you can really do is ask yourself, how often is this actually happening? Ask yourself, am I acting high value? Am I really doing what Greta coaches in her videos, in her calls, in her groups? Am I really acting high value? And if you are being high value, and if you do mirror his behavior by focusing on your life when he does ignore you, and he still is not giving you that attention, even though you're doing these two main things, right? Then ask yourself if you want to be in a relationship with just this type of person, right? Because again, those men are out there. They do exist. There are different types of men out there. But really ask yourself, am I really mirroring his actions? And am I really acting high value? And if he's still ignoring you and he doesn't really have a reason, like he's not sick and he doesn't have health issues, but he's just ignoring you for whatever reason, ask yourself if you really want to be with that type of person. At the end of the day, when you are in a relationship, you do want to feel happy, you do want to be special, and you do want to be treated well. If you haven't already, also make sure to subscribe to Greta's YouTube channel down below. And again, if you are acting high value and he's still ignoring you, then maybe he's that type of man that wants to be chased. And those men are out there, right? They're used to being chased by women. And then all you can really do is ask yourself, well, I'm being high value, and high value says don't pursue a guy, and this guy wants me to chase him. Ask yourself if you want to do that, because you cannot be high value and chase a man. That doesn't go hand in hand. That doesn't work. And by chasing, I really do mean you're pursuing him, you're arranging the dates, you pay for the dates, you do the things that the man is kind of supposed to do. And there are men out there who expect this from women, and splitting the bill on the first date or the second or the third date, doing things like that. And if you're high value, it should be a real turn off for you. I know a lot of women who have been high value and they dated guys who were not that high value, right? They were more or less a little bit on the low value side of things. And they dated for a while and it was just not working for her because he wanted to just be chased and pursued way too often and way too much. And because she was on the high value journey and she noticed how being high value changed her life in general, right? She left him. It did not work for her. She ended things because it was very off-putting for her to be the pursuer in the relationship. And again, you have to ask yourself if you're in a type of relationship that is like this. Maybe you are not. For the most part, however, if you are high value and if you mirror his actions when he is ignoring you by distancing yourself by just being busy, okay, or having other plans, 90% of the time that works out. Right? But for the other 10%, there are other factors to be considered, like the tip number 2 that I mentioned, right? And by mirroring his actions, I don't mean that you completely, fully stop talking to him or completely fully start ignoring him, right? That's not what I mean by mirroring his actions. What I mean, if you see that a guy does not call you that often, does not reach out to you that often, only answers a couple of hours later, then you do that too. You mirror what he does. You do the same what he does. That's what I mean by mirroring his actions. And this is a bonus tip of what not to do. Whatever you do, don't ask him why he is actually ignoring you. Again, if you've had a nice, stable relationship, you're both happy, and you notice that he's acting a little bit strange, then do the things that I mentioned, right? Continue acting high value and mirror his actions, right? And whatever you do, do not ask him, why are you ignoring me? Why are you acting differently? Is there something that I did wrong? Because it will show a ton of insecurity. And if you have been acting high value, being insecure does not really add up to being high value, okay? And he will be like, where is this coming from? Is she actually that insecure? I'm just busy with my life. Like, I might have a lot to do at work or something, and I just had a lot on my mind, and that's pretty much it. So that would basically mean there's no problem with the relationship, but the woman might think that she's the problem, right? And this is very, very off-putting. So whatever you do, don't ask him, why is he ignoring me? Does you not love me anymore? Did you find someone else? Don't even go down that path. It can sabotage the whole relationship. It comes off extremely insecure and extremely desperate and is very, very off-putting. So be aware of this. And if you get anything out of the video, then make sure it's this part, because this is what you should not do, and it is also extremely important. This can be a deal breaker for a lot of men, and it can make him question a lot of things about the relationship that he would normally not question. And it will put you in a completely different light and not in a good light. If you are in a high value relationship and you are maybe a little bit worried, and you do want to ask him if everything's okay, you can do that. However, I'll tell you exactly how you can ask. If you, for example, are married, right, and you're living together, or if you, I don't know, are talking on the phone, or you're on a date, or when you're interacting in one way or another, right? You can ask something like, you can not even ask, but you can say something like, you seem a little bit in your own thoughts today. Is everything okay? That's it. And you leave it at that fully. If you ask anything, you can ask that. Again, this is for people who are in a high value relationship and who have been in a relationship for a longer period of time, who kind of know how the relationship is, right? For example, personally, I'm in a relationship. I never talk about my relationship, but I'll just mention it. This is something that I ask. And when I do ask, like, is everything okay? You seem a bit in your thoughts. Is everything okay? And you ask it fully with ease, okay? Completely casually, when the conversation just pops up. And then you'll either get an answer like, oh, work's just been stressful. Then you know why that's the case. Or, yeah, no, don't worry, everything's fine. You're going to get an answer to that question. The most important thing is that you ask casually and not like, are you okay? Are you really okay? No, it's like, are you okay? How was your day? Anything like that. And when you ask that, that's perfectly fine. It will not come across needy, but just do it like not out of the blue, but when you're already in a conversation or talking about something, right? You can ask it then, and not things like texting, are you okay? You seem distant. These things out of the blue, asking these types of things, again, it comes across needy, worried, desperate. If you do ask, you seem a bit in your thoughts lately, you okay? It's literally when you're having a conversation. So that's about it, ladies. If you like this video so far, then make sure to subscribe to Greta's YouTube channel down below. Also, make sure to join Greta's High Value Women's School, where you learn how to bring out the best in your man. It's a growing community. It's awesome. You will find the link to the free Facebook group in the description section below. Make sure you check that out. And if you want to know how to stay attractive via text, what games men play on women, and how to be in control of your emotions, how to get your ex back, or how to love yourself more. Or perhaps you have a hobby that you want to turn into an online business. Well, Greta has videos on this and more up for sale on her website, and the link to that is in the description section below as well. If you would like to book a one-on-one coaching session with me, Greta, or any other member of Greta's team, just go on her website, gretabereisaite.com, You will find the link to that in the description section below. Make sure to check that out. I'd love to work with you. Also, if you don't follow Greta on her Instagram, make sure you do that right now. It's Ladies Relationship Coach. She posts a lot of really cool content on there, so make sure to check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, ladies. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I loved making it for you, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye!